G'day folks, welcome to Big V TV. Great to have you with us, and I can officially say that last week's show were the highest rating shows ever for Big V TV in 5 years. Highest ever.
Actually, I looked at the statistics and it was
the lowest ever, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because we didn't get them out till about Friday.
No, semantics. I don't want to hear that.
Hang on a second.
Details.
Where have you been? You didn't turn up last week.
I got suspended.
Yeah, well, we know we suspended you, but what were you doing? What did you go and do?
Considering my suspension, I actually went away. So I got out of here.
Went to Tassie, did you?
Went to England.
Went and saw Nick
Went to the
Laycock's
mother country.
There's a few mothers over there too. Now listen, state champ women, there's some big news at the moment. There's some really big news, and it could have a defining impact, potentially.
Yep. No, it will.
I was going to say on the top four.
Yeah.
I don't think it will have a defining impact on the top four. It could have an impact on the top four, but it's more likely to have an impact on one team's ability to win a title this season. That's probably a better way to put it.
Go for it, mate.
Well, let's go to Waverley.
Yep, sure. So the news that's come across our desk is that Bridget Ardossi won't be at Waverley for the rest of the season.
Go on.
So she's...
Not. She won't be. That's it.
No. Yeah, effective
Won't
now.
be.
Yeah,
Why?
effective immediately. Apparently, she's carrying a few injuries and
Done.
they're parted ways. And
Cotton wool. Parted ways or in cotton wool? Parted ways.
parted ways. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Based on injuries.
yeah. There's no.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Are you telling us everything?
yeah. No, absolutely. That's all good. And
You never know everything, right?
so obviously that makes a real difference to Waverley. They've got
You reckon?
they've
Just
got
a little
really
bit?
young side, and they're going to need a few players. Probably, players like Sally Lang and stuff are going to probably have to get a few more minutes now.
I'll tell you what will happen as a result.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you what will happen as a result. Everyone will think about the offensive stuff.
Give me a sec, mate.
Everyone will think about.
That's why he got suspended.
Everyone will think about the offensive stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Ardossi, we're going to lose some rebounds, we're going to lose some points, all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
A player like Bridget Ardossi in the middle of the paint changes
Mindsets.
shot selection.
Yeah.
Changes the way the opposition goes about trying to score.
Yep.
Because she's a big body.
Yep.
Like she's got some real impact inside.
There's a good
the
chance
paint.
you're going to get pretty hurt if you drive into the
Correct.
paint against Waverley.
I reckon what you're going to see.
longer.
I reckon what you're going to see as a result from here on in is teams are going to start scoring more against Waverley as a
I
result.
think there's no question. And look, what comes up to now is it's up to Ilya and the team to probably change their strategy for the last few weeks and to try and hold on to that fourth spot. They split the weekend's games that we'll go into shortly, but there'll probably be a few changes and a few adjustments, and they've still got some quality players there. So let's see what happens.
I think the change and adjustments happen on the weekend. Can they win a title from here? Yes or no?
No.
What's up?
I don't think they're going to. I don't think
No.
They weren't going to win it anyway.
Oh, that's a big call. They weren't going to win it anyway?
No.
I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
Oh,
They lost by 15 to Hume
No,
City.
I understand that, but I think
the chance is
I think
going
they were
to-
a chance.
They've lost to
Yeah.
McKinnon,
Yeah.
they've lost to Ringwood.
Yeah, I wouldn't have just written them off though. They were a chance.
A 10% chance, it's now a 0% chance.
I think they're a lot less of a chance now. Yes.
Well, look at this. Sherbrooke 58 went down to Waverley 65. Very competitive, as we said. Noah Dossi for the Falcons. Cunningham, what's going to be asked of her for the remainder of the season? 19 points, 8 boards. Talia Higgs, 10 points, 13.
Yep.
Rebounds, Jackie Smith, 12 and 7 for Sherbrooke. Could put up a pretty good fight. Sarah Verdonk had 20 and Sarah Miller, 14
Great
points,
game
8
for Sarah
boards.
Verdonk.
Yeah, the Donker, very, very good. Hey, Sarah Miller, she's been in really good form the last probably 5-6
She's
weeks.
a really solid player.
It's good to see her come back from serious knee injury and be able to contribute.
Doc Miller.
Miller.
Yeah, she's a doctor, don't you? We've said that before on the show.
Is she qualified?
Yeah. She's a doctor.
She's probably more qualified than my doctor.
So she's more qualified than me, I'll give you the tip right now.
Yeah.
Well done, Sherbrooke. And straight away, Sherbrooke haven't been a high-scoring team, and this gets back to what I was just saying. I think you're going to find that teams are going to score more against Waverley.
No, you're right.
So,
all right.
Hume City 76 went down to Bulleen 78.
Cool.
So the Boomers are putting the pressure on right now.
Yep.
They are within a whisker. Massive win for the Boomers. Broncos had a 22-13 last quarter, but fell short. So probably, the margin was a little bit bigger. There's no doubt about that. But the Broncos came home hard. Hey, well done to the Broncos, because we bang on about this stuff, and certainly in some other shows we're going to be talking about it this week. They went 14-14 from the foul line.
You can't ask any more.
That's terrific.
Fantastic.
And I know it's got nothing to do with state champ women, but
There's no cheese on the table.
No cheese. We saw Tara Bahana on the weekend in Division 2 women. 15 of 16 from the foul line.
Fantastic, mate.
That's
really
good.
You get your eye and away you go.
There's no defence at the foul line.
There isn't.
None. Okay, all right. Kayla Theodora had 18 points. Fonda Soglu 17. Lauren Pearce 15 and 8. No Tara Booker again.
Great result. Great result without her.
She hasn't played 2 games.
Yeah, she only played 2 games.
Yeah.
So, well, you're up to date with the Ardossi situation.
What's
the Booker situation?
Oh, he knows. Look at him.
No, you do know.
I don't
No,
know.
you do.
She's out of the country.
She's gone, hasn't she?
I said last week she went the way of Tintin.
Is she gone or not?
What's with the ball in imports?
I couldn't tell you.
And you know what? As soon as we get off air, he'll go, now this is where she
That
goes.
is
Colin Planeta had 33 points, 15 boards, 4 blocks, 3 steals. Wow. Samara Gallagher had 14 and 7.
Warren Taylor.
Yep.
Warren Taylor, just catching up with Warren Taylor a little bit on the face stuff.
Yeah, face.
And he was a shattered man. He wasn't happy with this performance. But anyway,
Pauline keeps their finals hopes alive.
They do. Hey, let's go down to Little Town by the Yarra because this was an upset.
Yes.
Yep.
Big game. So we had Warrandyte 61 defeating Eltham 52.
Good on 'em.
It was the first home win for Venoming State champs. So give their supporters a big
Well
cheer about.
done. Well, they've got nothing else to do there on Saturday nights.
Well, no,
Nothing
everything
else.
closes at
4 in the afternoon.
4.
Yeah, 4 in the afternoon
right.
these days.
So the Venom were up 36 to 24 at half time. Eltham's 21 to 14 last quarter was the only quarter that the Wildcats actually managed to win. Venom won the rebounds 41 to 21. So there's the difference between the two teams right there. Amanda Hedricks 13 and 9. Rachel Wansborough 10 points. Amy Nicholson was the best Wildcat with 9 points. Izzy B held to 8 and Hayley Munro held to 1. That's an outstanding defensive.
Great effort.
Hayley,
It's their staple. That's their staple.
Happy birthday to Nicole Howard this week.
Yes, happy birthday, Nick.
Nicole.
Absolutely. Hayley Munro only played about 8 minutes in this game, by the way. So I'm not sure what. I don't know. I haven't called her. Have you called her this week?
I haven't called her.
Yeah. And just a message: if you are going out to Warrandyte on a Saturday night, if you haven't ordered your fish and chips by about 3:45,
You're not getting
you're
them.
stuffed.
I went out there last week.
And you want to take a
never-
blanket and some thermals.
I reckon I've been there 20 times in my time in Big V. I've never not ended up in Doncaster coming home. I don't know where I go.
Yeah, you live nowhere near
I
Doncaster.
don't know, I live in Fetchy Gully, so I've got no idea how I get Doncaster, but I get lost every
I'd
time.
like to say that I care, but I don't.
No,
Do you care?
I like no doubt. Ringwood 73 defeated DV 66.
I'm so glad you're back.
Yeah, it's great to be back. Good to see DV scoring again, but it wasn't enough to get past Ringwood. Emma Heggie 23 and 11. Carly Turner 15. Katie Shanahan against her old side.
Oh, there's a few.
15 points.
Megan Shanahan's there as well. So there's a few former Hawks involved, and the coach, of course, involved
Simon.
with Diamond Villa.
Get them in good shape.
Look, they have been ordinary in their last 3 games. The Eagles averaged about 40 points a game. A lot better.
Encouraging.
A lot
That's a
better.
great effort. Great effort.
McKinnon 67, put away Sherbrooke 43, finished strong 15 to 2
Strong,
last quarter.
strong.
Suns offense wasn't bad on Saturday night, but it went back to where they've sort of been this year, been a bit of a thing. 24% for the game from the field.
Listen to this.
Cougars won the board 60 to 27.
You're not going to see much more of a lopsided rebound count.
But Rachel Waterhouse is playing the 4 or the 5. That's probably what's going to happen.
That's a belting.
Yeah.
It is an
Poor
absolute
girl.
belting. Yeah.
So Alex Luff 18 and 12, Laura Thomas 13 and 10, Sarah Miller again
Doc.
13 points, Doc and Danny Fidge 12 points.
The big result, the big upset, there's no question about this, came on Sunday.
Oh.
Melbourne 75 defeated Waverley 61. And again, I say, Waverley now look vastly different at the defensive end. We know offensive end, it loses some points, but at the defensive end, 75 Melbourne scored against them. Has Melbourne scored 75 in any other game this season?
Good enough.
You've got to look at Sydney Moss's effort to see that
Oh, no
the
doubt.
defence has dropped off.
A 42 to 26 middle quarters by the Tigers. Sydney Moss 21 points, 5 steals. Perry Colcar.
Yep, youngster.
Yeah, 10 points,
Really young.
10 rebounds.
Yep.
Tegan Cunningham 26 and 18 for the Falcons. Their next highest scorer,
Yeah,
7 points.
And
Get used to this.
7.
And you know, we can talk about Ardossi not being there, but let's give
Well,
some
we
credit.
have.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the Melbourne Tigers too.
Yeah.
They've done really well. Good job.
You can only beat who's out the
Yeah,
floor.
exactly right.
Let's have a look at the ladder.
I don't do that anymore.
No.
All
It did
right.
come up in discussions about suspension
Who
that
did
maybe you'd cop it.
You did last
know,
week?
Bethany was here last week.
No, you made me do it still.
Oh, yeah, as you should. That's
Away
the
you
rule
go.
by VK. Hey, stop complaining and get on with your bloody job.
Can you suspend
Just
me?
whinge. Oh, well, we can. We can.
Gee, damn.
And the next 30 seconds may determine if we do.
Ringwood 12 and 1, McKinnon 10 and 3, Hume City dropped to 9 and 3, Waverley
made it
9 and 5,
Shaky.
Yeah.
fourth spot. Right behind them, hot on the heels, Bulleen 7 and 6, Eltham 5 and 7, Melbourne moved to 3 and 9, Sherbrooke 3 and 10, Warrandyte 3 and 10, Diamond Valley 3 and 10. We've got a 4-way battle for the wooden spoon.
Yeah,
Big spoon battle.
Yeah,
Spoon fight.
fair bit of spooning going on there.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, top 3 I reckon are set.
Yeah.
Bulleen, yes or no?
Yeah, why not? Could.
Will?
Looking at the results this week, I think it's going to get even tighter.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Spot on.
Round 14, here we go. Saturday games, McKinnon, Eltham.
Cougars.
Well, based on last week.
Cougars.
Whoops.
Cougars. Hume City, Warrandyte.
I'll bounce back, mate.
Can I just put this on the table? Warrandyte, great win last week.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
sensational.
I reckon the worst possible news
Yeah.
they copped in the middle of those celebrations
Hume
at 3
City
o'clock
got it.
Sunday morning was the fact that Hume City lost. Because I reckon the Broncos unleashed
That's
that.
at 40, there'll be a big crowd there.
Yeah.
I reckon Hume City might get that. Bulleen Sherbrooke, surely the Boomers.
Well, they have to.
Oh.
If Boomers are going to make a run at that 4th spot, they must win this game.
Surely. Diamond Valley, Melbourne. Both teams good on the weekend. Diamond Valley went down to Ringwood only by 7. Melbourne got a win against Waverley.
I'm going to go Melbourne.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, I'm going to go Melbourne as well.
Show me enough Sunday.
Eltham, Melbourne. I think Eltham will get that.
We've got Melbourne again.
Melbourne?
Really?
Yeah, me too.
Jeez, listen to you guys.
Yeah,
with
on the
the
Tigers bandwagon.
Waverley, Ringwood.
Ringwood. Normally this would be a blockbuster, but no one really. Yeah, no, it's not.
What's the chances of Ringwood scoring over 80 in this game, based on what we've been talking about?
Pretty
Look,
high.
they were.
What are the chances of whoever finished 4th is making up the numbers this year?
Oh no, fair chance. I think fair chance. That's probably being a little bit disrespectful to Bulleen.
They'll be making up the numbers.
Okay, yeah, no, I reckon
And
you might be right.
Who's to say that Tegan Cunningham won't have a 40-point game?
Oh, well,
Well,
straight
the team
away.
scores 46.
Straight away, you can see she's getting a bit more of it. State champ men, Bulleen.
What a round.
Massive weekend for the Boomers, and they're on the right end of a couple of close games. They've gone into overtime at home again. Is that the 4th time at home this season they've gone into OT?
How many times they got up? Must have been a few.
In
Went down
OT?
the first one.
Twice, I think they've split up. Yeah, I think it's a split.
Roughly.
Bulleen 101 defeated Werribee 98 in OT. How would KB be
Spoke to
going
him on the
at
phone today.
I heard he lost all his hair.
moment? Did he have much to say?
I spoke to him on the phone.
Oh, you did.
I did
I don't know how we got to the phone from the Melbourne. What do you call it? Breakdown and stress and mental institution. He would be locked up at the moment, wouldn't he?
No, he told me
He'd be in a
that.
straitjacket, surely he
I
is.
said, how are you feeling? And he's like, I've been grinning like a
Infirmary.
Cheshire cat all morning.
I'd be happy.
He's wrapped.
So that's
He'd be happy.
his
He sounds like he's holding up alright.
Infirmary was the word I was looking for amongst all of that, by the way. Rusty Dow missed a 3-point attempt with seconds to go to tie it up. I've been in a few.
Yeah.
Thad Farmell, 28 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Liam Norton had 20. Jimmy Todd had 14 and 6. Johnny Sonder, best game of the season
Yeah,
for Johnny.
huge game.
27 and 13. Rusty Dow, 24 points with 4 triples. Aaron McEwen, 25 and 12. Good game.
Great game.
Good game. Yeah.
Great
Go
game.
get it.
Good
Let's
win
head
by
out to
the
Corio Bay.
Yep.
McKinnon came in, I think, with 6 straight wins.
Yes, they were.
We tipped that they would lose both on the weekend.
Yes,
Which
we
they
did.
did. They didn't
Yep.
let us down. They did lose both on the weekend.
Yep.
What I will say right now, I'll put it on the record. I reckon despite losing both games on the weekend, coming of age for McKinnon. Coming of age.
Look, no question. We'll get into the first game now, but I think.
And I've got a question without notice in a moment.
Okay.
All
No
right.
dramas. Yep. Cool. So. You gave it a massive crack in
Big
it all
crack.
the way against Corio Bay.
Big crack.
Probably the difference between the two teams, the Stingrays won the Battle of the Boards,
Class. Oh, big
51 to
time.
26.
A question without notice.
Yep.
And I don't know if you can answer this because you don't like him because he didn't give you a coach's award last year. So maybe it's just down to you and me.
Okay, cool.
Manny Brooks, state champion coach of the year, yes or no?
I'd have to go close.
He's got to be up there.
I think for me at the moment it's Dan, him, and Kenny. But like he's done a brilliant job to take a team from Div 1.
He's got to
made
be up
minimum
there.
changes to the roster. It's not like they've just gone out and brought in 20 million other players from outside, kept the group the same, and to be looking like, not a guarantee yet, but looking like they're going to play finals in state champion year 1. It's an outstanding effort.
I reckon both he and Stretch, good mate, Brent Reed.
Yeah, absolutely.
I reckon both
Yeah.
of them have done a
Yeah, me
terrific
too.
job. Terrific
Couldn't
job,
agree more.
and they should absolutely be in the thick of the conversation.
I think it's going to be a
around Coach of the
really
Year.
close
It will
vote
be.
for Coach of the Year this
Will
year.
be.
There's probably 4 or 5 guys that can put their hand up.
I know you don't agree with that because you don't get along with the coach, but I'm just saying.
Back to the game.
I think he's in the conversation.
No, look, I think you should have
The
some.
Cougars, who I've been told are the best 3-point shooting team, will get up the most 3-point shots in state champ.
Oh, really? The Cougars.
Hit 14 out of 33
Nice. I was saying
from
Alan
the
at the time.
3-point line. Marlo Hicks
Loves
was
the track.
sensational and unstoppable. 36 points at 73% from the
Man.
field.
He was
14
just
rebounds, 3 steals and 2 blocks. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, 20 and 10. Jason Reardon, 18 points, 17 boards and 6 trays. Scooter Rankin, 16 points and 10 assists. So for the Crow Bay to win, their big guns had to fire.
No doubt.
For McKinnon, Carl Harrison, who's just been incredible this season.
He's starting to emerge in MVP type right now.
He really is, like,
Yeah.
no question. 34.7 boards. Zane Allen, player I love to watch, 22 points and 5 trays.
Best young player in the competition zone.
Yeah, I would
He
agree.
hasn't got any conscience. Loves
Corey
the shot.
loves a shot. Corey
Hates-
Maynard, 15
hates
points,
putting
6
it up.
assists and 3 trays. Just gives McKinnon that little bit of extra class. Great job by McKinnon, but equally great job by Corio Bay, who will push
Yeah.
and still manage to get the job done.
And just on those 4 players, Hicks, Johnson, Reardon and Rankin, I don't think I've seen a game this season where all 4 of them have had to pull out
Yeah.
all stops to get a win like that.
I'll tell you what, Marlo was just like,
Best game of the season, Marlo Hicks.
he's scoring inside, he's
Yeah.
falling over and making layups, he's hitting his jump shot, and there's nothing anyone
Best
can do
game
in
for
the
him
league
this
when he's
season.
doing that.
Yep. Melbourne 53 went down to 105. We talk about great games and we've just gone to the bottom of the
Wouldn't
barrel.
have
I know someone that was at this game and he told me, yes, that was pretty ordinary.
I'm kind of annoyed. I was kind of annoyed, actually.
So someone actually has caught up with you yesterday
Yeah.
and gone out on a limb and said that this game was ordinary. Are you kidding me?
Very ordinary.
Melbourne 53 went down to Ringwood 105, 52-point margin. It's going
Wouldn't
to
have minded Melbourne giving them a bit of a beat up, bit of a go, make their guys play some minutes before they played us on Sunday.
well, they did during warm-up.
Yeah.
Look, the
Hey,
Tigers have lost 4 of their stronger players to college, and I think
It was
they're really-
always going to happen.
Yeah, they're really going to struggle for the
How's
last
this
few
though?
rounds of the
Oh,
season.
Nine Hawks played between 13 and 29 minutes.
Yeah,
to share the load.
Hawks shot 15 to 20 from the arc. That's ridiculous. 63% from the field. Melbourne
That's the
took-
best I've seen.
Yeah.
for a
Melbourne
long
grabbed only 18 balls
Yeah,
for the whole game.
For the whole game.
That's
Hey,
like
yeah, because they're all going in.
Oh, they rebounded them out of the bottom of the net.
Yeah, that's right.
Marcus Rhea, 30 points at 73, 6 of 6 from downtown.
Good.
Luke Egan, 20 points in less minutes than that. 5
triples.
trays. Trent Zomer, 19 points. Brian Dewar, 15 and 4 trays.
Hey, listen, with Ringwood, one thing I noticed on the weekend, Trent Zomer's now in the starting 5.
Yep.
Sean Clark's gone to the bench.
Yep.
So definitely a change in their
I think it kind
setup.
of works. I think Zomer is certainly more athletic than what Clark is, so it just gives them that extra bit of pace on the court. But then when the sting comes out of the game, they can bring in, big bad Sean Clark, and he's brilliant. When the stings comes out of the game, so I think it's really actually helped.
Whittlesea 65 went down to Sherbrooke 76. Suns overcome a slow start to get another win.
It's just a regulation win for Sherbrooke.
Yeah,
mate.
got it done.
They
got
did
it
what
done.
they had to do.
Grant Johnson, 25 points, 8 boards, 3 trays. Johnny Lee, great game, 14 points, 8 boards, 7 assists. Pretty vintage.
Yep.
Jason Dirk, 22 and 5 assists. Chris Knight, 11 and 8.
Don't think there's too much to see there.
Nothing
be
to
honest
see.
with you.
Go on.
Diamond Valley 91 went down to
Ooh.
Waverley 95. Now DV,
Yeah.
Okay.
and they have pushed Ringwood and Waverley the last 2 weeks in a massive way.
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing is when they're trying to cling to the top 6, they've got nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
Nothing to show for it, and that's unfortunate because they've been very good the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, they have.
The biggest discrepancy in the stats, not rebounds, not points, not steals, not assists.
Oh, geez.
I just don't think DV could keep their hands out because they had 31 fouls called against them and Waverley had 13, so they just didn't adjust on the
Yeah.
night, and I think that's cost them. Platnick had 20 points, 14 rebounds. Brad Keller had 21 points. Luke Nielsen, one of his best games of the season with 20 points.
Yeah.
Chris Arkell
Quite
didn't play.
capable. Yeah, okay.
Where was he?
No, he didn't tell me.
You should know, you're his mate.
Yeah,
No,
best mates.
no.
Sammy Gazzo, 20 points for Diamond Valley. Matt Fennell had 12 and 10.
Sammy Gazzo just keeps getting the job done. He's done a great
Play.
season.
It's good play. Hey, let's go to Hume City on Sunday because Bulleen
Pulled out another tight one.
really tight.
2 points, 79-81, Burn's
Can play
favour.
this game.
Yeah, can get done down the stretch. 39-27, second half. Got it done. Liam Norton, 27 points and 8 boards.
Yep.
Varmel, 21 and 5. Maybank had 18, 9 and 4 assists. J. Baird, 17 and 17. Corfao had 18 points and 4 assists.
And that's going to hurt Hume City in their finals chances, no doubt. It really
Still there.
They are, but it helps Bulleen. I've heard KB's put an official request into the league.
Yeah.
That his team for the rest of the season only comes out and plays the last 5 minutes of the game.
That's when they come alive.
It's going to be close anyway, so why worry about the first 35? Sunday game, Ringwood 108 defeated McKinnon 101. 2 close losses on the weekend to McKinnon, but I'm telling you now, if you're a Cougars fan, I'm not saying Kazizi, by the way, either, but there's a lot to be impressed with what your
Absolutely.
team's done this season.
I think, to me, Ringwood are traditionally one of the powerhouses and have been for a long, long, long time at the state champ level. And just seeing McKinnon out there matching it with them was really exciting for the league to see. We copped a bit of criticism with some of those teams sort of jumping up from Division 1 this year. And, just credit to Ringwood, they were sensational in the win. Credit to McKinnon. It was just a really good
Mate,
entertaining game for both
I'm
teams.
telling you now, out of the rings, right, Ringwood had to work their rings off to get the win by 7 points, 108 to 108.
Dura had 31, Zoma had 23 and 9, Latham had 13-10, and just real quick, and not much hasn't been said about Marcus Timmins.
Mate, how good is this?
He could barely move heading into this one. He barely warmed up. He did a lot of stretching after Saturday night.
Does he normally
He does,
usually comes once a month?
usually bobs up for a few layups.
All right,
But this one he didn't. It was a pretty rare signing, but he
hit a couple of back-to-back huge
trays.
triples to put them back in the game.
and he was banged
He's a
up.
star.
He was banged up, and I don't know how he plays through the injuries that he does, but he just manages himself. He gets himself in the zone, forgets about the pain he's playing through, and puts up 28 points, 9 boards, and 5 triples.
I think we saw this week Jonathan Brown retire from the AFL.
Yeah, we did.
I hope
They're one
we're
of my favourites for a long time.
I hope we're nowhere near Marcus Timmins, and certainly with a performance like this, we're nowhere near him retiring. But I'll tell you now, I want to see him keep playing for as long as he possibly can. He had 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 triples in this game against Ringwood. Cale Harris, another 25. Corey Maynard, 19. Zane Allen, 19 points, 5 assists, and 4 triples.
And there was one triple that was just like, he didn't even have the ball in his hands, like he caught it, it was just like,
car park.
And it just, again, because I thought you guys were outstanding, but it goes to show just from my view how good Ringwood are.
Yeah.
Every time you guys went on a run, every time you guys took it up, their ball movement is sensational, and they just hit shots right when it looks like they're going to be overrun. Their ability to find good offense when they really need it is second to none.
every time.
And they were brilliant as well. It's just a great game today.
I would have questioned with that notice come to you in just a moment. I just want to get through this. Eltham 83 went down to Hawthorn 89. Both teams, desperate for a win in the season.
Good to see the Magic get a win.
Yeah, absolutely. Eltham had a 27-16 last quarter, which probably flattered the final margin. Jay Allen had 23, Benny Waldron 14 and 15. Dan Kuznia had 17. For Eltham, Johnny Lister 23, Simon Bradbury 15 points, 14 rebounds, Ash Bryce 16 points and 3 triples. Love it.
Ladder, top of the table, Crow Bay 16 and 1, Ringwood not far behind on 17 and 2, Waverley not far behind 16 and 2.
Right, stop there.
Yep.
Okay, they're clearly the top 3 teams.
No, there's no question.
Rightio. Question without notice. You've played against all 3 of those teams. I want to take nothing away from Sherbrooke, Bulleen and McKinnon, who I believe will be the other 3 teams in the final, but I don't think they'll win it. Okay, so I want to take nothing away from those, this question has nothing to do with Sherbrooke, Bulleen or McKinnon.
Yep.
Crow Bay, Ringwood or Waverley right now, if you only had those 3 to talk about, because you tip McKinnon, I understand that, but only those 3, which team wins the title this season?
We played Waverley twice, and we've played Crow Bay twice, and we've played Ringwood once. From what I've seen, I think Ringwood are the best team in the league at the moment.
He's in a better position than you and I, because he's out there running around against
I'm just
them.
glad we vindicated my Ringwood call last week.
Okay, great.
My judge did say Ringwood in a cakewalk.
Yeah, that was probably one of the more stupid comments you've made on this show. Amongst many.
Let's see.
A 4th place Sherbrooke, sorry.
Yeah, no problem at all. Sherbrooke 11 and 8, Bulleen 10 and 8, McKinnon round out the top 6, 9 and 8. Diamond Valley chasing 7 and 10, same with Hume City at 7 and 10, Whittlesea 7 and 11, Werribee 7 and 11, then it drops right off to Hawthorn 3 and 14, Eltham 3 and 14, Melbourne 2 and 16.
Couple of 24-hour stores there. But anyway, let's move right along. Round 14 Saturday. Top 6 won't change, by the way. May change in order, but won't change. That's it. They're the best 6 teams. Full stop. Saturday, Crow Bay, Bulleen.
Stingrays.
Crow Bay.
I reckon Stingrays might get that. Yeah, I do. McKinnon and Eltham. Cougs for me. Ringwood, Hume City, Hawks, Waverley, Whittlesea, Waverley. All the home teams at the moment. Sunday, Sherbrooke, McKinnon.
This is a
big game.
Well, I think
I don't know
my tip is I reckon the winner of this is eventually going to get 4th spot.
Yeah, that's fair. Who wins? It's a choice in 2, by the way.
Last time, how much you lose them by last time? About 10? Yeah, I think Corey Maynard's good enough to make up the difference, so I'm going to say McKinnon just.
We played the night before.
So you're looking for excuses already?
No, it's just that.
Look,
adding the factors.
I'm telling you right now, out of these 2 teams, I think McKinnon is the better team. That's just where I'm sitting at the moment.
Okay. Yeah,
so if in doubt, it's usually go the home,
Go the
team,
home team.
but I'm going to go with who I think is the better team. I'm going to go with McKinnon.
Yeah, I'm with McKinnon slightly, but if Sherbrooke got up, it wouldn't surprise me though.
McKinnon's got more depth than Sherbrooke. If McKinnon can hold Johnson to a reasonable total,
It's really
Fair
difficult.
point.
But
Yeah.
which is
Good
hard.
luck.
But
Good luck.
McKinnon's got a deeper unit than what Sherbrooke had, in my
Yes.
opinion.
No, I think that's fair.
Eltham, Melbourne, guys.
Eltham.
I think Eltham get that.
DV Bulleen. This is a big one.
It's a
Really
massive
important
game,
game.
especially if Bulleen loses the night before in Corio Bay. Even though I've just said I reckon the top six is.
Tell you what, it's
If
not
Diamond
easy to
Valley
drive
can get
down
this-
from Corio Bay and play the next day, I can tell you firsthand.
Well, if Bulleen lost both on the
Mentally.
weekend, they would be 10 and 10. If
Yeah.
Diamond Valley get this, they would be 8 and 10. So it is a big
I'm
game.
going to go Bulleen.
I'm going to go Bulleen to win as well.
So,
Where
I'm not sure though. Werribee. Cool.
Hawthorn.
I think Werribee gets that at home.
Going for the Magic.
There you go.
Good show, lads. It's great to be back
Oh,
and see you guys.
Yeah.
And you know
I
what?
miss Beth.
We are just so over the moon that you're back, mate.
Stop smiling.
It just wasn't the same.
Ear to ear.
Hey, have a great week heading into round 14. Get it there. Support
Girls
your
got
team.
game week.
Girls got game week.
When? Who? What?
Yeah,
This
girls
weekend?
got game this weekend.
Just supporting.
Well, we went through state champ women. There's 6 games on.
I know.
Yeah, but no, it doesn't have to necessarily be girl players. It can be administrators, referees, just supporting.
Coaches.
Just supporting the
Oh,
contributions.
is this the
females.
girls got game pro?
Yes.
Oh, you need
Just-
to explain that.
Yeah, you do.
You need to explain that.
Can you explain it?
Yeah.
Well, I would have thought the person that wrote the notes might have had something about it on their notes.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Hey, get stuff. Hey, good luck to all the females out there. Is that what we're saying?
Absolutely.
Coaches, players,
administrators, referees, you name it.
Get stuff Nathan Sewell week coming up next week. We'll see you then on Big V TV.